Goes, actually, this is a great transition from the mic thing. Apparently, Logan and Jake Paul are beefing or arguing or something, and I want to see what it's about. Jake and Logan Paul heated argument.
Mentioning or bringing in Prime to the stadium. They said I would get kicked out if I brought a Prime bottle. Ridiculous, dude. Do you think I would ever ban you from promoting any of your shit at any of my events? That's ridiculous.
Wait, that's because of who the partner, the competing partner was
Marcos
for the event.
Texted us 4 times with stipulations listed out, paragraphs.
Yeah, get over it. Like, and
Dude,
meanwhile,
come on, I'm your brother building a
oh
business.
yeah, you're my brother building a business. You love to play both sides, bro.
What's the other
You
side?
play
am I playing?
both
Who's the other
sides.
side am I playing?
You play both sides.
What's
and it's
the
like,
other side that I'm playing?
I'll partner with all of your enemies. Like I have,
Bro, my life is
all,
my life. Your life is your life. If you want to create,
you love to play both. You love to play both sides.
What do you guys think about brothers arguing in public? Because I understand why people are like, oh, brothers shouldn't fight in public. At the same time, they're also both benefiting off of this. Like, yes, it's like, whoa, no, brothers should stick together. They also are both public. They're both public figures, both content creators, and drama is great. Like, even I'm watching this video right now because people are going to be like, oh. It gets to a point where it's like, if both parties know that the argument is going to generate revenue for both parties, like you're kind of incentivized to do it, especially when you come from that world, which is, it's weird in a way because then interactions become disingenuous. It's like, for example, you see Zerko like all day long attacking me on, well, not attack, but just like making jokes on Twitter. And yeah, and attacking sometimes. One day Zerko will say, SNEAKO made me. The next day he'll say, SNEAKO's a Muslim grifter. He's a fag. SNEAKO's a fag. And I'm like, and then people will message me like, why don't you respond to this? It's like, I don't care. Like, I'll stream. I see it and I'm like, okay, well, like he likes attention. Like I genuinely don't really, I get it. And I know it doesn't mean anything. He likes engagement. He likes it for the fact that it could stir people up. And a lot of it is entertainment. So it's not that it's scripted, chat. This isn't a scripted argument, but they both know that having this argument on a podcast is beneficial for both of them. So when people's like, SNEAKO, like, okay. Oh, whoa, drama. Who cares? Do you care? I don't.
I'm explaining my rationality for one
and
the
it
other.
caused issues in our last event when we had other betting partners and drink partners, and you walked out with it with the betting and the drinks.
Is it
so
illegal
it caused
to wear
issues.
what I'm wearing?
It caused issues.
Come on, it's not a. You can't tell me what to wear.
What do you mean?
Well,
what do you mean?
Well, you can't tell me what to wear.
Logan.
Yeah, but if they're paying us, if they're paying us,
fucking second, chill.
If they're paying us millions of dollars and they say, hey, but we don't want this person to be doing this stuff at the event with a competing brand.
That's ridiculous. I couldn't bring in a Prime bottle. DAZN, who, by the way, on the Misfits card, KSI's event, promoted the fuck out of your fight against Nate Diaz. DAZN was not allowed to promote the Prime card. That's ridiculous.
Like, think about how also this is a really good advertisement for that drink.
Whose ass was that? It was Nikisa's, dude. Nikisa's on your team. He's not.
And this isn't, I'm telling you, they didn't script this out before this. They're just so invested into the social media world that it becomes second nature. Even when Logan is like, yo, Mike, chill. They're both thinking about how this is good for the podcast. It's so weird, and this is why you need to dial it down, and why I actually think streaming is gay. Like, why I don't want to do this forever. I enjoy doing it now. It's fun to talk to you schizos in chat, but I like doing the 1 minute podcast. I like doing my Unabomber video, my rat race video. Check those videos out; they're fire. I like doing stuff like that. That's more meticulous and that's more crafted. That I spend more time on, more methodical and everything. I don't have to like constantly reveal my whole life. I don't like the drama thing. It's good. It is fun. There's a fun part of it, but especially like you see people in the chat. SNEAKO, respond to this. I don't like that type of entertainment because it's not real. It's corny, and when it becomes second nature to have everything on camera, and you're turning your life into content, it's like I need some separation. I don't want random people to know fucking everything about me.
Not on Team Paul. He's on Team Jake. And we're a family. And he knows that. And so, yeah, bro, he doesn't get along with everyone either.
Why would I want to promote his event? It's KSI's event.
Because I'm on it. I'm on the
Yeah, but
undercard.
they could promote you versus Dylan, but you guys weren't even announced yet.
But I'm on the card. We announced that.
Yeah, but this is the thing is like it's all like you understand why, but then like you just don't want to accept the reality.
No, the reality is the tables were turned. The Misfits event promoted your fight against Nate Diaz, and you refused to promote KSI's fight.
Wait, but if they
against-
want to, if the zone is on, if Misfits is on the zone and they promote our event, that has like okay, cool.
But our fight is on the zone too. And by the way, that's super fucking whack of the zone as well. It's not just you guys. I think it's lame that they yielded to whoever request that was.
No, because it's our event. We're in control of what goes on there, of course.
Look how awkward it is for the other two people here, the barbershop dude and Jeff Whittock. I mean, sorry, I don't mean this. And Mike, they're fucking like just participants in a sibling argument. Have you ever argued so much like with your family you don't even care about who's around? You've been in a heated argument with a girlfriend or your sibling, and other people are just like,
I just think it's lame. And also
I'm not gonna promote their event. What the fuck? Why would I do that? That's,
the cameraman is zooming. Oh, sibling drama, rack focus. Oh, pan away. Okay, Logan's gonna go yell at his brother. Okay, get the dad. Okay, yeah. Okay, Jake's gonna hit his. Okay, so go.
stupid
because
as
they
fuck.
did it to you. And it
Yeah,
all
because
helps.
I don't know why the fuck they would do that either. Because they're not good at business. They don't have that out in their fucking contract clauses. Fucking idiots. That's their fucking problem. Stupid fucks. We're smart, diligent. We think of fucking everything that goes on
If
in
you
all
were
of our
smart,
events.
if you were really smart, you'd know that we are all doing this. This isn't an or space; it's an and space. We don't have to be competing against each other and
No, 'cause I don't-
blocking out different logos
100
and not letting me do certain things and a brand I'm building. Like, bro,
But that's the brands. That's the brands getting involved. I have no say in that. I don't give a fuck. But if they request something and they're paying millions of dollars to be the title sponsor,
But the request is this: your brother can't bring a Prime bottle into the stadium, and if he does, he will be escorted out by
You wouldn't
security.
be escorted out.
That's ridiculous.
But you have a Prime card coming up soon. Obviously,
so
as
why
you
do you
just
care
said.
so
Let me-
much
let me-
about like?
Let me
why-
pose this question.
Why do you care? What do you care more about? Going to my event or having a Prime bottle in your
Chad, I know Lil Tay died, but apparently she didn't die or something, or there's like a weird thing about it. Do you think it's I don't know. Do you think it's a publicity stunt like this podcast? Is it real? Someone link it in the chat while we keep watching these people argue.
hand?
I care that it was such a big deal for your team that I'm trying to build a multi-billion-dollar business, and your team, who I see every single day,
At whose
have
event?
an issue with it.
At whose event?
Your event.
Exactly. My event.
I'm your brother,
Yeah, exactly. So respect what's going on at my event.
and I did.
Okay.
I thought it was ridiculous.
Okay, but
That's not what respect is.
that's just the name of the game. It's business.
And you have a Prime card coming up. If you walked in with a Celsius headband to it, you probably would say that's
I
unacceptable.
don't give a fuck. You're getting paid millions of dollars by Celsius. Yeah, they're our competitor, but like, dude, come on. We're all,
But
we're
if
all
you-
doing
but-
something
but-
here.
but-
I
But if you request it, if it's different because I'm not in control.
who signed
It-
the contract? And if they did, was there a contract that said, was I in the contract that was signed
I don't
with
know.
Celsius
I
in the
don't
zone?
know.
Because
I
that's
don't
fucked
know.
up. You can't
No.
sign it on behalf of a third party.
No,
and
no,
the way
no.
the way that we got text from Marcos sure sounded like someone.
Batu Beja says, bro, I love when you break down the content game like how Academics breaks down the rap game. Keep doing it. I don't think of it. I think this stuff is so obvious to me because I guess it has become second nature doing this for fucking 10 years now. And there actually is one thing I like that Zerka said. He's like, SNEAKO starts to get inspired by so many people because he's so bored of this now. Like, I've been doing this for so long that it's like I need to find ways to make it interesting again. Because I see this, and it is second nature, and I know what's going on in their heads while they do it. Mike is sitting to the left of Logan, and he kind of got bitched a little bit. Logan's like, yo, fucking chill. Fucking chill. Basically saying, shut the fuck up. I'm the boss. I'm paying you to sit and listen to this argument. And Mike's like, yep. But Mike doesn't really care that much because he's getting paid to go sit on a sibling argument. Like, he's getting paid good money to sit down on a couch and listen to siblings argue. So does he really care that much about how people are going to say he's getting disrespected by Logan? Not really. If you're making that much money and you get to be Logan's sidekick, is it that big of a deal? Most people would take that job. Understandable.
Signed a contract that said Logan Paul, if he shall come to this event, will not have Prime. You can't do that. You can't tell me what to wear. You can't tell me I'm going to be escorted out of the venue if I bring a certain thing.
Technically, they can.
Technically, they can, yeah. But I just found it crazy.
I feel like I'm at my friend's house and
Yo, why do they both look like that? They're picking the wires on the mic.
their parents are fighting. I don't even know what you know. Should I
So
go
what-
home?
bro? So what do we do? What do we do? Where do we go from this? Because like I saw this coming.
Yeah, yes, so did I.
So I mean, how do you?
It's just they're doing a therapy session. They're fight, but it's good content, and that's why I think that we should try to elevate and have better types of content. Because when you know working out drama between your siblings is good content, that's too much. When people are that invested in your life, where you know that this is going to be publicized, this is the first time I've watched the Impulsive podcast in so long. Man, I think we should strive for. But that's what so many people want. People don't have the attention span to watch something that's well made anymore. I dropped a Unabomber video, how I learned to love the Unabomber, I think a month ago. I think that's one of the best videos that I've seen on Twitter, period. I don't think anybody else, and it's also on Rumble, but I made it specifically for the Twitter algorithm. I think it's the best video that I've seen on Twitter. Like specifically edited, filmed, everything for that platform. I don't think anything comes close. If you could think of one, tell me what it is. And it doesn't get the same amount of attention. People don't really want to watch it. I was telling my friend about it today, and I'm like, yo, you should check out that video. The Unabomber video I did is really well made. And he's like, yo, I'm down. I'm like, I'm down. He said it like he had to invest, like you'd watch, oh, do you want to watch this 4-hour Lord of the Rings movie? Yeah, I'm down. What do you mean you're down? You just watch it or don't. It's like, what, 12, 13 minutes? The way he said, oh, I'm down to commit 13 minutes of my time to this. People want to watch, because even though this video is 15 minutes, it doesn't feel like it, because you don't need to mentally prepare to watch this content. All you need to do is just turn it on and play it, and then you know what's going on. When there's a video that's well made and there's context and there's different scenes and it's about something and there's research, it's kind of like you need to prepare for a movie where you sit down with your laptop, you make sure the lighting's right, you have your food, and you're ready to watch it. And you're like, okay, I'm in. Like, don't you hate when you want to watch a movie with someone and then immediately they're on their phone? You're like, shh, turn your phone. You want everybody to be dialed in, locked in, because you have to. You don't need to dial in to this. You're just like, oh, yeah, Logan's yelling at Jake. Okay, just fucking, oh, what the fuck? Why is he, what? Even though it's the same amount of time, it's the lack of mental commitment to this. Even though it's the same time. It's the same, but people don't want to, it's not even the fact that people don't feel like watching videos that are long anymore, because everybody watches is on content all day long. Everybody's scrolling, everybody's on social media all the time. People don't want to watch something that they need to dial into. They want to immediately get it.
How are you feeling?
What about what?
Just the conversation we just had.
I think you have a lot of trauma to unpack.
Probably.
But
Shoe on head tweet about you. What'd you say? Oh shit. Why do I see it? Why do they cook me? I'm cackling. What is the clip? Oh, now Twitter's got to fuck up. Are they going to change Twitter to x.com? Would you smoke a G? It's a cigarette. It's not a cigarette. Relax. Bruh. Well, it's basically me saying that Shoe on Head looks, well, Myron saying that Shoe on Head looks like Donkey from Shrek. I'll just like it. Whatever. Okay, back to the video.
I've been wanting to ask all my friends, is Marcos here? I mean, whatever. But like, I've been wanting to like have this conversation with you like a month ago. It's just like camp and you're traveling.
The only time that don't you see the problem when the only time that brothers have time to speak to each other about a serious issue that both of them are pondering is recorded on a podcast in front of other people? When family time becomes, yeah, I just wanted to talk about it for like a while,
And et cetera, but yeah.
Where do you think my trauma stems from?
Do you want me to be really honest?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know, like, because, I mean, that's, like, we could beat around the bush, or it could just be like, I don't know. I don't know if there's the right place to do
Sibling
it.
jealousy.
There's fucking 20 people watching.
Sibling jealousy. Logan feels he's jealous of the fact that Jake is doing something more masculine, like Logan selling his pink drinks and Jake Paul's beating Nate Diaz up.
Well, there's more people watching right now also on Impulsive on the YouTube channel. as well.
Maybe it's an off-camera conversation, because like I think this could be some real takeaways.
Can I just tell you something that's odd and funny to me? It's not funny, but we've had Jake on the show so many times, and there's been so many moments where he's exhibited similar emotions or desires to argue on the show or whatever, and then we've come down to this need to unpack his trauma. And it's weird to now kind of like watch the brothers in like different seats saying like, yo, there's some stuff that you need to look into.
Grown men are unpacking trauma. This is some LA homosexual. Bro. Grown men shouldn't be unpacking. Just
right or wrong, like you guys are just talking about stuff, but at the end of the day, you're brothers. At the end of the day, you guys, I don't need to fucking tell you that.
I also think
you fucking love each other.
Always.
But that's where I get confused though of playing both sides, because you love to play the brother card when it's like convenient, but then it's like, oh, I want to go like I want like my get back at Tommy Fury, and you're like, no, I need to do my career. I've been sitting on the sidelines. You're taking all these fights from me, like.
Does that worry you at all?
they're just outshining each other with clout. Like they're flexing on each other. They're not working as a team. They're both. Man, clout is gay.
And then when I'm like,
space.
wait, but I'm your brother. Then you're like, no, you're not.
I do this based on balance as best as I can, because we're in a space where we're going to overlap. There's not that many us's walking around in this combat space, right? It's me, you, KSI, maybe Tommy if he's in the conversation, but there's going to be overlap, right? Nate was a part of the conversation for a second. You got it. I yielded. Even with JJ, I wanted Tommy. JJ and I talked about it. He said he wanted Tommy. All right, I yielded. I'm tired of fucking yielding, bro. I want to get back in the conversation. And at the end of the day, if you want to fight Tommy Fury again.
Wait, I want to get back in the conversation. You ever go to have open Christmas presents and your sister gets all the nice presents? You're like, I want the good presents. Why is she? I want attention. Why is everything about her?
Fucking fine, right? I respect that you want to be the boxer in the family and you have this career that you want to pursue. When can I fight Tommy fucking Fury, dude? Like, when can I do that? Ever?
I just think like the storyline is there. Like we started off, like got a contract, like made it all happen. It's a massive event. My plan was Nate Diaz for years, and then like you kind of go away in the fight world, and then you like pop back up all of a sudden and are like, I'm ready again. But and it's like doesn't necessarily like work like that. I guess I don't fucking know.
No, that's fair.
But I go for Tommy. Nate was already on the back burner. Boom, it just happens. The deal comes together.
You gotta go for Tyson.
It's like
I do MMA with Tyson.
Well, listen,
and just like conversations like with Floyd, like that's a fight that you got. Like who cares? Like
Why did you fight Floyd?
why wouldn't I?
I think you could beat him.
After we tried to make it happen, he's just a nightmare to deal with in business.
You
Like
don't say.
not professional at all.
Don't say.
Yeah, why would he do it? Not get paid?
Nah.
So-
Because you could also get a much healthier percentage than I did. I got fucking gypped in that fight.
So this conversation changes dramatically after he wins this next fight. In my eyes, the answer to this question is why can't I? Why can't I? Why can't I? Once he earns it, he has much more to fucking bring to the table. Like put a man down, come back and say, yo, this is my next fight. This is my next fight. This is my strategic plan in how I want to move in the boxing space. And then all of a sudden you guys have a conversation. This has been his lane, his dedication, his dream, his drive, everything. And so like, I get it. Like similarly to you in WWE or with Prime or whatever it is, having somebody then come up to you as you're on this route to guaranteed strategic success that you're dumping your entire fucking life into and be like, yo, I'm gonna come back in now. I can understand why he has defenses there. I understand it. But
Yeah.
once
Fuck.
And it's like trying to like even snipe the Tommy Fury fight like after I lost to him, like right there on the spot, versus like letting the storyline play out, like you versus KSI. You draw, boom, let it play out, let it see what happens. Like,
I mean, bro, obviously my initial instinct after that loss was like, let me avenge my brother. I don't think that's insane to think that.
I like that fight. I love that fight.
It's
I actually
incredible.
love
The
that
storyline's
fucking
incredible.
fight. I love that fight.
It's good. It writes itself. I get you on a rematch. I totally get it. And maybe I was a little late on Tommy. Actually, no, I wasn't, because I gave it to JJ. I was being a good fucking partner, and I'm you know, he's active, I guess. I don't know.
Is he more active than?
But
you?
I want to make something
Yeah, I
clear
guess so.
because I want to make something clear because there is this narrative online. You know, you're supporting your brother's enemies. Like, dude, you're living your life. You're your own entity, and so am I. And we have a lot in common. We are also extremely fucking different. If I had a beef that ran its course with someone and I don't want to have that beef anymore and I actually get along and like this human and want to build something, if I grew up loving Dana White and the UFC and I get a chance to I'm going to take these opportunities. And I'll always be a ride or die, no matter what. But I don't know if I always have to yield and bend my personal ways because we are brothers and that's the sole reason.
But this is exactly what I'm saying. You're literally painting the picture of you are playing both sides.
I
when
disagree.
it's convenient
you're
for
making
you,
faulty comparisons.
but when it's convenient for you, we're brothers. But then when it's not, you do the exact opposite of like, but we're completely separate. So like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do as well.
What?
I'm building a business.
But that's what I'm saying. You play both sides like very well, like extremely well.
I don't. To me, it doesn't feel like I'm playing both sides, and maybe that's why you're saying I do it extremely well. Is because that's just the reality of the situation, and people can see that both sides. You're Jake Paul. I'm Logan Paul. We are different people. We have different interests. We have different friends.
But then,
we have
like,
different
but even
pursuits,
just 15 minutes ago, then all of a sudden you're like, but we're brothers.
and we are brothers.
He's
That sentence can end with "and we are brothers." Yes.
But where does that rank? Because sometimes you let it rank
I think Jake is cooking him. It's shifted.
down here,
I
and
think
sometimes you want it to be number
LeBron
one when it's
winning.
convenient for you.
when
When Prime can't go into the building, we're brothers. When you want to partner with Dana White and KSI, you're your own entity.
I think when we as brothers no longer become additive to each other, and it feels like you or I are
Chat, spam skip right now if you want me to skip, even though the viewers are going up.
trying to take from one another, and I don't believe I've ever tried to take from you, whereas you, I feel like, have tried to take from me, at least maybe not you, but maybe your team. That's when I feel
But
like it falls apart.
like this being in Netflix documentary, like millions of views, me starting the documentary saying I'm drinking Prime, me posting about Prime as soon as it launched, carrying it around everywhere with me until I got a deal.
No, and I appreciate
So it's
I
like,
appreciate
I
all
don't-
of it. But like the stadium thing rubbed me the wrong way. And but do you
Well,
get
rightfully
what I'm saying?
so. Rightfully so, because if there was a number one sponsor, like let's say Nike was sponsoring the event and was like, hey, Logan's going to be on camera. Can he not wear Adidas? Then it wouldn't piss you off.
From a business standpoint, that makes sense, Logan. It does. The person that's going to get the most attention in the arena besides Jake is you, showing up to the fight.
My identity is my identity.
Yeah, but you can-
My identity is my identity.
But you can certainly press pause on it for one night to just support Jake and then walk out.
Yeah,
and I understand that.
and I absolutely will.
And you did.
But do you see what I'm saying? Is anything I'm doing hurting you?
That sometimes, yes, it causes issues because of my brand partner, yes.
Because of your brand partner.
Yeah.
You know how many times Barstool's hit me up and said, yo, don't fuck with Better? And even if they did, I'd say that's my brother's business. He's building it and he's trying to make a big company. Like,
Yeah,
I don't care.
sponsors,
I don't
sponsors
care.
and owned IP are definitely different. You in my eyes, like if there was ever like a question of where the yield ends up, like it would go in honor of Prime or Better.
But they don't ever say like, don't fuck with Prime this. It's just like there's literally like they've made 2 requests in this whole entire relationship. It's literally don't have Prime in his impulsive shot and don't let him bring it to the stadium and make it in all the shots.
It's reason in my eyes from brand side, it's reasonable.
I think I started this because I'm the one who brought up the Tommy stopping.
Well, you just fucking got them through 8 months of fucking therapy. So
I know. Well, look, when it comes to the fighter thing, I think you guys both need to have that blind confidence that you're going to be the best. And if you don't have that, then you probably shouldn't be a fighter. You should think that if you go through a training camp and you give it your all and you're at your best, you should be able to beat anybody that's in your weight class. And that's normal.
Yeah, that was boring. We could have skipped that 8 minutes ago, but